Hey guys, welcome back to another nail video. So we're going to be doing a refill today. Now I had these nails on for about 3 weeks, and as you guys can see, it's time for it to go. So that's what we're doing today. So I do have some lifting on this one. This is the only finger where it's been lifting, and y'all just saw that little piece of hair come out. So I'm going to go ahead and drill that off. This is the drill bit that I'll be using to file the design off. And I'm going to be doing a lot of debulking. I want to get these nails as thin as possible because I'm going to be using another cover acrylic. So yeah, these nails need to be as thin as possible. So now I'm taking this cuticle bit and just drilling away that cuticle. I do not like using cuticle remover or cuticle softener to remove the cuticle. I just like to drill that away. So that's what we're doing to these nails. Now I'm just taking my sanding band and just filing away the nail, just making sure that everything is nice and smooth. There's no lumps or bumps or crevices or anything like that. I do feel like the smoother the nail, or the smoother the base or the foundation, the better the application will be. So that's what I'm doing right now. Now I'm taking this cuticle ball bit and just going across or around my cuticles one more time, buffing away any loose or dead skin. Just want to make sure that my nails are perfect for the application. We don't want any type of thing that's going to be hindering or anything that's going to create any type of lifting. Okay, so these are what the nails are looking like now. They are really thin, and now I'm just going to go ahead and build the nail. It's time for the application. So I'm going to clean them off. I'm spraying them with alcohol and just cleaning off all of the dust. And next I'm going to be applying my primer. You guys know that this is a primer that I use. I love it. And I'm just applying that only to my natural nail. I'm not putting this on where the acrylic is. It's only for the natural nail, and I always put 2 coats. This cover, I did make this acrylic, but if you guys want to use like regular nude acrylic, you guys can get it from Amazon or your local nail supply store. So like I said, I did go ahead and file everything away because I am going to be using this nude acrylic. So now I am just basically rebuilding the nail, making sure that it has a nice structure, making sure that it's not too thin, it's not too thick either. And so that's what I'm doing. Now for this nail, not only did I have to rebuild the nail like the other nails, I did also have to make it a little bit longer because this nail was a tad bit shorter than the rest of them. So yeah, I had to make it a little bit longer. I did not have any nail forms. Well, I actually did have nail forms. Let me take that back. I did have nail forms, but I just didn't feel like using the nail forms. I felt like it wasn't really necessary, you know, being the fact that I didn't really need that much more length to that nail, just a tad bit to even everything out, making sure that all of the nails are nice and even and they're the same size or the same length. So that's what I did to this nail. You guys will see that whenever it's time for me to use my e-file to drill the nails or file down the nail, I kind of went a little overboard with this one as far as like the thickness. So I did spend more time filing down this nail than the other nails. So yeah, I kind of OD'd it a little bit, but you know, it's okay. That's what an e-file is for. that's how all of the nails look. So now I'm taking this 5-in-1 nail drill bit and I'm just sealing the cuticles. Now for majority of the nails, I did not have to file down that much because everything was even, like the application was even. But for this one, as I stated before, I did have to do a little bit of more filing, spend a little more time on this one. As you guys can see a little bit closer to the cuticle, you will see that it's a great thickness. So I had to, that had to be filed down a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue filing down the rest of these nails, and then I'll be back with you all when it's time for the design. So after the filing process, this is what the nails are looking like, and now it is time for me to do the design. So excited. So I'm cleaning off the nail plate, making sure I get rid of all of that nasty dust and debris from the filing. And now we're going to go in with our red nail polish. Now, I'm just going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff today to these nails. So I'm first starting off with the thumb. The thumb is going to be a French. And then I'm going to be doing some snowflake designs on the thumb. I'm going to be doing some other line work on my ring finger as well. I'm going to be adding some stones. It's just going to be a bunch of designs on each nail. I'm also going to be doing a sweater design. So me explaining how I do the designs, it's going to be a lot to explain. So I would rather you just watch the video, and then I might jump in and explain what I'm doing depending on the design. So for instance, this one I'm doing a half French, and this is a ring finger. I'm doing a half French on this, and then I'm going to go in, and on the other half of the nail I'm going to be doing white, and I believe I'm going to be doing the same thing on the pointer finger, and then I'm going to do a sweater design. So just watch the video. It will all tie together, come together at the end, and it's you guys will understand it, trust me. I decided I'm just going to explain it as I go. So on the pointer finger and the ring finger, we are doing half of the nail white. Now, those halves of those nails is going to be the sweater design that you see on my thumb. So you'll see that sweater design. So I am applying 2 coats of the white for each nail, or each half nail I should say. Because as you guys can see, 1 coat is not going to be good enough. There's going to be some parts where it's just not, it's just not looking how I want it to look. So now I'm going in with the second coat, and that will tie everything together. That will make it look nice and full coverage. Now, as I stated before, on my thumb, we are going to be doing some snowflakes. I'm going to be doing 2 snowflakes and then a couple of extra stuff like some snow falling on the thumb. It's pretty simple. I do some dots and then I just drag it out for each dot, and then I go in and kind of better the snowflake by doing like little lines where the dots are connected to make it look a little more realistic. So again, I'm going to be doing 2, and then I'm going to be just placing some other white dots to make it look like there's some snow falling. Now this is real time, you guys. I want to show you guys how long it really takes me for me to do this. It's pretty easy, it's pretty simple. You just gotta have some patience. That's what it is about doing nail art. Patience. And don't get frustrated if you mess up. You can literally just wipe it off and do it over, but make sure that you have patience. So again, I applied those dots, and now I am dragging or using my nail art brush, and I am dragging from that center dot outwards, and the 4 bigger dots, I am dragging it a lot more outward or further away from the middle dot versus the 4 smaller ones. And then now I am just doing 2 diagonal lines on each side of each dot that you see. Right, and so now I'm just taking my dotting tool and just adding smaller dots just around the nail to make it look like there are snow falling. And then I decided for 2 other ones, I just wanted to do like a little twinkle. I don't even know what you call these. I don't know if these are icicles, twinkle, but I just dragged it in 4 different directions. Went ahead and cured that nail, and now I'm taking my top coat, my matte top coat, and just topping that one off, so that way I am finished with that nail before I move on to the other ones. Now with this matte top coat, it's not a non-wipe top coat. I am going to have to use some alcohol to get rid of that tacky layer, and then you will see the true matte effect. And so now I'm moving on to the sweater design. So of course I am top coating these nails first, so that way it can be matte. And then when it's time for me to do the sweater design and apply the clear acrylic, then it won't stick to the nail. It will only stick to the gel polish. Now this is what I mean when I say I have to wipe it. I have to take some alcohol and wipe it so that way it can show the true matte effect. And see, it's no longer shiny. Alrighty, so now for the pointer finger and the ring finger, I am going to do the sweater design. I decided to do both of the same sweater design. I didn't want to do a different one and just overcomplicate it. So just pretty simple. I can't really explain this design that I'm doing. It's just one line going down on each side, and then I'm doing like a Z type pattern for the middle of the design. And then after I apply the gel polish, I take some clear acrylic. You can also use white, but I decided to use clear, and I covered that. I did not cure this. I applied the acrylic first, and then I went ahead and tapped off the excess and then cured. And then after curing for a full 60 seconds, then I went ahead and wiped off the excess. And I did the same thing for the ring finger. Now, I was going to leave the red parts on the ring finger alone. However, it looked a little too plain, so I decided to do 3 curved lines and then just add some white glitter on top. Same way as how I would do the sweater design. Instead of adding clear acrylic, I applied white glitter. Now for the middle finger and for the pinky, I decided to add some bling. So for the base, because I didn't want to just put the red stones on top of a blank canvas, I decided to mix some red glitter and that same red gel polish together and just apply that so that way it can have a glittery base. So if there's any spaces, small spaces where these stones cannot fit, the glittery base will camouflage that. So I did the entire middle finger, that base, and now for the pinky, I'm only going to be doing a French on this one because no 2 nails are the same. So I'm just showing you what my right hand is looking like, and I'm going to be doing that on my left. So I'm just applying some rhinestone glue, and this process is pretty simple. I'm just going to be sticking on these stones, making sure that it doesn't look bulky, making sure that everything is placed correctly. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that to the middle finger and the pinky finger.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
So after applying all the stones, I went in with my matte top coat and just top coated the area where it needed to be top coated. And that was it, y'all. This is the final product, the final result. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and have a safe and happy holiday. Merry Christmas. Love you guys. Always remember to stay beautiful. Mwah. Bye.